What's going on, guys? Bob Roche from RocheTechnology.com here, and despite that corny intro, this is going to be my full review for you of the PureGear Premium Sound Buds. As you could probably guess, these are sponsored by PureGear.com, so go ahead and check them out. There's a link right in the description. Done tons of reviews for them. I definitely recommend pretty much all their products. Make some great products, and these are really no exception. So, in my typical review fashion, I've constructed a pros and a cons list, so I guess we'll just go ahead and we'll jump right in with the pros. So the first pro of these headphones is that they actually offer some pretty good sound quality. Now I will say right off the bat that I am not, by no means, in no way, shape, or form an audiophile. To give you guys sort of an idea, I just day-to-day use the Apple headphones that came with my iPhone, and those do the job for me. I mean, those are great. Honestly, I have no complaints about those headphones whatsoever, other than maybe they get tangled too much sometimes, which I'll talk about later here. But that gives you guys sort of an idea. I mean, I'm not constantly trying to spend, hundreds and hundreds of dollars on new headphones, because I can just go to Walmart or, an Apple store or Best Buy or somewhere, pick up some Apple headphones for 30 bucks, and I'm set. So with that in mind, these do have some pretty good sound quality. Now, if you're sort of comparing to the Apple headphones, the headphones that I personally had the most experience with, these offer sort of a deeper sound. There's maybe not so much treble. There is some pretty good bass on these, and I will say that I don't listen to rap at all. I actually despise rap. I'm not really into dubstep. As you could probably get from the intro, I like metal and rock and metalcore, and for genres like that, I can definitely say that the bass on these is actually pretty good. You can hear every note pretty well, whether it's a bass drum or a bass guitar or a snare drum, things like that. They're pretty clear with these headphones. Now, bass on rap, where it's just constant like blah all up in your face and stuff, I hate that personally. But with these, I can't imagine it'd be bad, but it may not be the best solution for you. Another thing I really liked about these headphones is that there was no cracking whatsoever. A lot of headphones, they sound great until you raise the volume all the way up. And personally, that's where I like my music. It's maybe horrible for my ears, but I typically listen to my music pretty close to full volume. Like if you're on the iPhone, it's sort of like that point above the next button that's like right there, pretty like this much space until being completely full and on average. So I listen to my music pretty loud, and at those volumes a lot of headphones tend to crack or kind of distort. These were absolutely not the case there. These have some solid noise at any output level. The next pro for these headphones actually moves down here to this guy. Now this is actually sort of a con I have of these, pretty much the only major con I have of this product. But meanwhile, while we're still on the pros, it does offer your basic functionality. You have your start, your stop, your next track. You do have a microphone on here, so whether you pick up a call or you're just talking to Siri, it is here for you. So these do, like I said, pause your music, next track, things like that. Very nice to have that control without actually having to go in your pocket and get their phone out. The next pro I have for this, which I sort of brought up earlier, is their Tangle-free solution. Now you probably won't be able to really tell from this camera angle, but this is actually not like a circular wire. It's actually a triangle. So each side here is flat, and so if you tie these in a knot, which I'll sort of do right now. Probably not the best demonstration in the world, but I mean, even if I pull them pretty tight like that, it's still pretty darn easy to get your fingers in and untangle them without much effort at all. And so my Apple headphones, like while I'm at college, I'm constantly walking to class, putting them back when I get to class, taking them out, walking across campus to my next class, things like that, where they're always in and out of your pocket getting tangled. This is definitely something that will save my butt, because I hate having to untangle my headphones all the time. So the tangle-free solution for these headphones here work very well, as you saw even in my little intro there where I got them out of my pocket, out of that case, which by the way is right here and is included. Pretty nice material. I'll get a little bit more into that later, but even just coming out of a nice enclosed space like that, there was really no tangles. I mean, it's really as simple as just finding it, like the main wire, and doing that, and that's pretty much it. The next pro, and probably one of the biggest ones yet, is the noise canceling. So before I talk about that too in depth, these are these sort of model headphones, not like the Apple ones where they're just like and actually they do have some swappable ones up here in case these rip or whatever. But these ones, my ears honestly don't like these as much as Apple's, but they do fit nonetheless, and I kind of need that. Like in the summer, as you could probably guess, I do like BMX and do things where I'm spinning and moving a lot. So I mean, I need headphones that can stay in my ear, and these really actually do the job very well. But while they're in my ear, they actually cancel noise very well as well. So for example, I also obviously mow grass in the summer. I have a really loud tractor mower. While these are in, I could be mowing the grass. I barely hear that lawnmower at all, and I can really focus on my music a lot more. So the noise canceling on these really will help help drown out a lot of those other background noises. Like if you're on a loud bus, a lot of the noise really honestly will not even be heard, especially if you have these at a moderately high volume like I do. I honestly hear nothing but my music when I turn these bad boys up. So the noise canceling and I guess the comfort in your ear on these are actually pretty darn good. So moving on to the darker side of this review, the cons, I do have one major con for this product, and like I said, that refers back to this guy. There is no volume control on this, and that drives me crazy because, you know, my songs really aren't normalized all that well. Some are louder than others, and, you know, oftentimes I'll just throw my iPod on songs, or really my iPhone, but the iPod app, I'll throw it on songs and shuffle, so it just shuffles through. I don't even know. Like, I don't know what's going to come up next. So when a song is nice and quiet, and then I skip it and it's really loud, and I want to turn it down, I can't do that without having to take the phone out of my pocket. And so that is actually a pretty big pet peeve of mine. That's one thing I really did not like about these headphones. Like I said earlier, this does have, you know, the basic, you know, play, pause, next track sort of functionality, but a lack of volume control is actually a pretty big deal for people like me. So at the end of the day, I can definitely say that these are some pretty good headphones. They were a pleasure to use. I absolutely love them. I will use them in the future. Like I said, the Tangle-free solution, the noise cancellation, the overall comfort and sound quality, all very good things. However, the lack of a volume control really does kind of pester me. And honestly, I think at a $50 price tag would be sort of a deal breaker for me. I would look other places for that kind of money with, you know, a headset like this that lacks volume control. So I think that just because you can get the Apple headphones for $30, I believe $30, these really, the only additional functionality these offer, like I said, is Tangle free. Maybe if your ears like this design better, but other than that, I think they could easily get away with dropping the price. I think $10, maybe even up to $20, just to be right there, more competitive with Apple's headsets. But overall, like I said, these are some pretty good headphones. Maybe at $50, not necessarily a bang for the buck, but I definitely, like I said, enjoy using these headphones, and I could definitely recommend them given a little bit of a price drop. So that's what I have for you guys for the PureGear Pure Boom headset. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm at CPQ on Twitter. Also be sure to check out RocheTechnology.com and at RocheTechnology on Twitter. All those links and doobly-doos and such as things are in the description below, so go ahead and click those. I'd like to thank PureGear.com for sponsoring these for review. And what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Would you buy these? Should they drop the price? Are there any additional features you'd like to see? Be sure to let me know, and thank you guys very much for watching.